Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with California Fruit and Vegetable Magazine, reporting to you from Kern County, where they held a field day for potato varieties. We've got a great display behind us, a lot of potato growers checking it out. This was held by the UC Cooperative Extension, led by Jaspreet Sidhu right here. You're doing a great job. I think you came on, about 5-6 years ago in this position. You're doing a fantastic job. I wanted to talk with you about this field day. What kind of varieties are we looking at here today? Do you have some grower cooperators? Tell us about it.
Thank you, Matthew. Before I talk about today's field day, I would just like to give a little bit of recap or the past about this program. So our program is an alliance with Colorado State and Texas A&M because we don't have an official public breeding program for potatoes in California. So they breed the varieties, they develop them, and then we test them here in Kern County because Kern County has such a unique climate and environment that they want to test it here, and we are biggest producers for the fresh market potatoes. So I put this event every year, and we test different varieties. There are 3 different groups: the Southwest group, which comes from the Colorado State and Texas A&M. Then we have the Kern replicated variety trial, and then we have the observational trial. In the observational trial, we get varieties from the private breeders all over the country and from Canada, and they want to see how their varieties perform here under Kern County conditions. And then once we look at those varieties for 3 years, we move them to the Kern replicated trial. So this year we had close to 80 varieties. We looked at them, and our main focus is on the yields, the size, the quality of the produce, the skin setting, and uniformity, and also disease resistance. If we see something that's not performing well in terms of disease, we discard that. So we had a really successful year. I mean, it's not one of our best years, but it was on an average like good yields, good year. No disease pressure. It was like kind of a smooth year for us, and we found that some of the varieties performed really well under our conditions, and some of the varieties that were in the Kern replicated trials, I think they will be moving on to the growers field in the future as well, and for other future markets. Based on my experience here, as long as I have been with the program, there were certain varieties that we tested in our trials that have made their way to the growers field, such as Primabel and Solinero. Those are the 2 that I could name. And then we have Actress, that's a yellow variety, which has also been grown by the growers here in Kern County. So this has been a really successful program for our growers to look at these varieties firsthand in the field, and then they can get in touch with the breeders or the seed producers if they like something to grow here.
Yeah, we understand that California is not, far from being the top producer of potatoes, but there is a place for potato growing in California.
Yes.
Based on, what you're working with in the new varieties. Where do you see California's niche being, now and in the future, based on what we're seeing coming out of these trials?
Yes. So there has always been variations and transitions from past, russets are not grown here. We have chippers, and we are mostly fresh market potatoes. So lately we have more interest in the bite-sized potatoes and also the fingerlings. And that's where the bite-sized potatoes that we get at the stores in those small plastic bags, and you just microwave, boil them, or just eat them as such. So that's kind of the new trend that's picking up here in the valley.
We've got some great new varieties. If you didn't come this year, this is an event she puts on every year, right?
Yes, this is our big event of the year, and we usually have it either the 2nd or the 1st week of June. We put it here at the Hart Park, and then I also generate an ebook. Once we are done with the trial here or the display here, I generate all the data, put all the pictures, and then share it with my stakeholders as well.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate your work here, and we'll be putting some information on in the upcoming issue of California Fruit and Vegetable Magazine, so be sure to read that. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.